Hello, everyone. Welcome to another Friday follow-up and continuing journey of accountability. As you can see today, I'm going to talk about an old proverb: feed a cold, starve a fever. Why am I picking this topic today? Well, if you can't really tell by my low energy and kind of like blank expression on my face, I've been under the weather for the past week. I'm feeling a little bit better today, but I got a few more days to go for this fight on whatever it is. And whenever I get ill, and I'm sure you feel the same way, it's like, what am I supposed to do? Do I feed the cold? Do I starve a fever? And it's just, even though this old proverb has been around since 1574, the science hasn't caught up to us, and we still don't know what the best way to do. We're no closer to the perfect solution. But, we do know that we have to eat properly with proper nutrition and stay properly hydrated. But when you don't feel well, you really don't pay attention sometimes on if you've eaten enough that day, or maybe you've eaten too much, because I don't feel like eating for all day long. Then all of a sudden in the evening, I just can't stop myself. Try to get soups and things of that nature, but the sodium, got to be careful with that. It's just an ongoing thing. And again, it's just, you're not thinking clearly. You're not paying attention to what needs to be done. And it goes back to what I'll always try to say, is that I have better success on this journey to a healthier lifestyle when I have everything balanced, which, as we know, it's just hard to keep everything balanced because there's a lot of things beyond our control. So getting back to the feed a cold, starve a fever, I mean, it goes like, if when folks thought you got a cold because there was a drop in body temperature. So if you fed the body, you would get the metabolic rate up, and it would fight the cold. And conversely, starving a fever, just trying to stay low, and it would take care of it. But with the many different causes of a cold and a fever, you really don't know what you're battling. And again, it goes to just doing your best, proper nutrition throughout the time period. But what really gets me is that even if I am able to muster up the energy to eat healthy and not go to the comfort foods and the easy stuff, because I'm just not there, it's the fact that when I'm not feeling well, I'm not moving. And that's what really throws me for a loop, where if I just, kind of curl up on the couch, try to stay warm, I'm not moving. And that's what really throws me off. So I did not go to my chapter meeting last night because I just wasn't feeling good. I didn't want to take a chance of sharing whatever I had. I mean, this is not COVID related, but in this, where we are at in this pandemic, anybody that sneezes, coughs, has a fever in public, you get kind of looked at a little bit differently. And so I just decided to stay home. So I don't have a weigh-in to report, but I got to be honest with you folks, my scale shows that I do have a gain this week, probably by a few pounds from what I can gather from my scale to the chapter scales when I weighed this morning. And if you remember, when I was just doing my unofficial reporting at the beginning of the year, I was tracking pretty close to what the chapter scale says. So I'm just going to be honest. I didn't want to, like I said, take a chance of spreading my whatever I have, and I wish I could have just hopped on the scales, but there's a gain by at least a few pounds. And Hopefully, when I get better, I'll stop moving more, which is the key to my success. As you remember in other chats we've had, where I have to make sure I get my steps up there every day, and I'm pedaling on my QB2 right now as we're talking. So I just want to leave you with this, as I was kind of looking at all the information on this feed a cold, starve a fever. And again, you have to do your own research, listen to your physician and healthcare provider. I'm not offering any medical advice, but what I did fall on was I thought was very, very interesting was, and I'd like to read it with you because I can't memorize anything right now, is whether you're dealing with a cold or a fever, never starve yourself. Fuel your body with fluids and nutrient-dense whole foods, as much as you can comfortably can. Start with soft, easily digestible foods, then progress to heartier meals. Above all, and this is the point, folks, listen to your body. Chances are it knows better than any medical folklore does. And that's true. We really have to listen to our own bodies. We know what we have to do. So, this journey to a healthier lifestyle was never going to be easy, but I'm glad I'm traveling with you folks. And I hope I'll feel better next Friday, and I will see you next Friday.